Okay, everybody, hello. We're going to talk a little bit about your lowering action today. So this is really, really important, especially in your waltz. It's something that gives waltz that really graceful look, that rise and fall, where it looks like it flows really comfortably. It also helps quite a bit with your balance as you're taking really big steps. Most of the time what happens wrong when people lower in waltz is they tend to drift their body weight into the step where they're lowering to. They kind of fall into it. And so we have to start to develop the ability to lower kind of like you're on an elevator instead of an escalator, so that it keeps your balance, because your head is quite heavy, and when you throw your head with your foot, you're going to be just catching yourself instead of moving gracefully. So we're going to use a door frame. Hopefully everybody has a door frame at home. We're going to use this part of the wall right next to the door frame and then the door frame itself to kind of practice this exercise. So the first thing you're going to do is put your back up against the wall. So my head is there, my booty's there, my shoulders are there. I'm trying to get everything I can kind of pressed up against the wall, and my heels are right close to the wall there. What I'm going to do is put all my weight on one foot and then put the heel of the other foot out in front of me, and then I'm going to lower and rise. So you're getting like a little one-legged squat, which again is good exercise for you. And I'm practicing keeping everything touching the wall so that I keep my posture, so that I'm not doing this when I lower, but that I'm keeping myself nice and tall over my standing foot, so that when I move out, my posture is nice and straight. You can do that with both feet. So put the other foot out in front of you with the heel. This is good practice for your heel leads too, because you're getting used to how that feels. Keeping my whole back nice and tall up against that wall. So a little one-legged squats, get those muscles working there and practice your posture as you are lowering. Now the door frame is going to be for the back reaches. I'm actually going to use kind of this corner over here just so that you can see what's happening. So I'm going to put one half of my bum up against the wall. So one cheek is free and one cheek is up against the wall, and I'm going to lean my chest forward so that the majority of my weight is over the ball of the foot here. So the foot that's free, the butt cheek that has no wall, is the reaching leg. So I'm going to lower on the leg that's got the booty up against the wall. I'm going to point my tippy toe behind me. So the very, very tip of your shoe, not your toes. You want your very tippy toe on the floor with no real weight. So it's just touching the floor, but I'm not pushing any weight into it. I'm going to lower it. I'm going to try to stretch that leg as long as possible. So all the way from where my leg connects with my hip, I'm stretching through the very tippy toe and then standing back up. So I'm trying to really get used to lowering here with my chest forward off the wall, so it's over the ball of the foot. We want to try not to do this. So if the leg comes up and starts swinging, that's not great for your posture either. So you want to keep nice and tall, keep your eyes up so that you know you're doing that right, and really stretch all the way from your tippy toe to that hip. And then you're just going to make a quarter turn so that the other butt cheek is up against the wall. Stretch this tippy toe back, chest forward, and do that on the other side. So just practice that lowering, so that then as you apply this eventually in a box, if that's really comfortable for you, you're going to be lowering here with your back up against that imaginary wall. You move out through the first half of your box. Then when you lower backwards, I'm forward a little bit so the weight's over the ball of my standing foot, and this leg is stretched all the way from my hip to the tippy toe and then to this side. So I'm getting that nice lowering action and then moving, but my body is remaining vertical as I do it, instead of down, up, down, up, which is what we want to try to avoid. So have fun with that one, guys.